What's up, YouTubers? It is Mr. Charlie Black coming at you from the Mr. Charlie Black YouTube channel. Today is Martin Luther King Day, January 19th, 2009. Also the third day of the inauguration festivities for Barack Obama, the president-elect. The last day, I'll have to say that. On top of that, it's the last day that Bush will serve us as president. Well, last full day, I'll say that. What this day means to me, I have to say, every year since I've been able to actually fully appreciate the words that Dr. Martin Luther King spoke in this "I Have a Dream" speech, I've gone back and I've read it, and I talked about it before Barack Obama was elected or became the president-elect. I spoke about how I, as a black person, as a young black male, put myself in a box based on not only what people that I respected and trusted told me that I was able to accomplish, but also based on what I saw firsthand. And that box meant that maybe I could think about, Secretary of State if I was really, really amazing, but I never thought about the #1 spot. And so I believe that when you limit yourself, you only perform to the best of that ability, whatever you think your true ability is. And if you have no limits, then hey, the possibilities are endless. And it's pretty amazing because I look at Barack Obama, who people always criticize him. He doesn't have enough experience. He's, who is this person? He could be anybody. But he ran on hope and optimism. The same thing that Martin Luther King ran on. And if you really, really think about it, because studying civil rights, you'll learn that there are a lot of unsung heroes. The people who were protesting, people who were boycotting, well before Martin Luther King. But when Martin Luther King stood up as a leader, because that's what it called for at that time, when he stood up as a leader who felt that he was determined to get the job done, he created a sense of unity for people and security. It's not like he was doing anything that anyone hadn't already done. But when he inspired people, when he spoke for people and did it well, people found comfort and security in that, and they stuck with him. And I think that's a lot of what Barack Obama has to offer also. It's the personality. And I think that not a lot of people realize how long of a way that will take people. Because we have an economic crisis here. We have war going on, possibly 2 wars that we're going to be fighting pretty soon in Afghanistan, and then, of course, Iraq. And we have a president who effortlessly lets us know that we are facing an uphill climb, but we have the ability to do it. To me, George Bush has served for the last year or maybe 18 months with his hands under his ass. You get that? He's been sitting on his hands this whole time. He, to me, has not really emerged as a person that I would look to as a source of comfort. And I think that that's what a president is supposed to provide you. It's a way to let you know that everything's going to be okay. He's never done that. Maybe after 9/11. But after that, I think that maybe a year or 2 after that, it just dwindled. I just felt like he was just there to be there. And he's gotten by off of that. I think that at the end of the day, he washes his hands with the situation and says, hey, this country is going to turn out the way it's going to turn out. I've done my job. It's over. And I think that's really, really unfortunate, especially when we were facing the economic crisis and we were more interested in what Barack Obama and John McCain had to say than our own president of the United States. That says a lot. It really, truly does. And the fact that our president came out for every situation 2 days too late said even more. But we're not going to dwell on that. That's the last piece of dead weight that I think people want to get rid of. Never have to see his name, hear from him again, and we'll be off to a great start. But that'll take us a long way. I'm not a believer that Barack Obama's going to solve all the problems, because I know a lot of the problems stem from individual issues. But I think that he's going to recognize those, highlight them, point them out to us, and say, hey, work on this. You do your part, I'll do mine, and together we'll build a country. And I think that that's the way that it's supposed to be done. Kill me. But there are some skeptics out there, there are some critics out there who will continue, no matter what Barack Obama's done, who will continue to say, oh, well, he's a liar. He's gone back on all his promises. He's doing crazy things. He hasn't even been sworn in yet in order to pass a piece of legislation. So all the people that are bitching, I say, hey, you're going to have to live here with the rest of us. So either you commit and you contribute and you participate, or you live off on an island somewhere. Good luck with that. I mean, I know a few people are able to do that, but good luck with that in these economic times. Just get with it. Be respectful. Other minorities, too, are getting very involved, and I love that. Seeing more Asian involvement and Latin and Hispanic involvement in politics, in the environment. I think that really, really calls for a strong sense of government for the people when everyone is involved. I know a lot of people who registered to vote just for this election, and I know that some people have already fallen off the wagon, but a lot of people are still involved and still paying attention to the news and looking at this as an opportunity. Somebody kicked the door down. We're all going to try to rush through, and hopefully we all get there safely. So that's my take on things. Pretty eventful, but I'm going to get to posting about other things right now because I think that that's really, really important. So stay tuned. Mr. Charlie Black is back. Next video coming up shortly.